Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another bloody video. Hope we are all having a splendid day. It is Tuesday in my world, and man, bed was very comfortable this morning. I did not want to get out, but here we are, pushing through those mental boundaries and hurdles to continue this development and growth. Even doing this video was a little bit more of a chore this morning. Just one of those days where it's taking me a bit longer to wake up. So we'll see. No pre-workout this morning, just trying to give the body and mind and the energetic systems within this framework a little bit of a rest. But what I did want to talk about today was on the back of a conversation that I had yesterday with Tatum. Tatum is my point coach within the School of Alchemy, which is the life coaching school that I go to. So he basically keeps me accountable for different things. We have a catch up each week, and I'm under him, but then we also have our own group together, and yeah, I'll take you guys through that journey, as I said, another day. But today I wanted to talk about the influence that we have. Now, I've spoken about this in the past a couple of times in different videos, but it's something that I really wanted to touch on because it's obviously very relevant for everything that I'm doing, which is why I'm here talking to you guys right now. But something that I do tend to overlook at times or dismiss my own impact that I have. And I'd say that you're probably doing it as well. Like, you don't think about the influence or impact that you're actually having in somebody's life. So I pose this question to you. How much impact do you think that you are having in other people's lives? How much of an impact do you think you are having on their day-to-day basis? How much influence do you think that you have over their lives? Whatever the answer that you give me, or don't give me because I'm not listening, but answer in the comments below. I'd like to see that engagement there. So slide into those DMs, but drop a comment. That'd be the best way to do it. Let's start interacting. Let's engage. The impact that you are having is very likely far greater than what you truly think. And the example that I have used in the past is if we deviate off our road, no matter how big or small that deviation might be, over your life, over the length of that path that extends right through to the end of your life, that tiny little deviation, even if it is just 1 degree, is going to, by the end of that life, be absolutely massive. Like, you start, might be a small gap, but then as it grows, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and further along you go. So if you are impacting somebody who is, say, 18 years old, for someone like myself who is when I leave this world, I hope I'm regarded as a philosopher, but I also have been a mentor indirectly for a number of years, and that is something that I haven't really thought about that much. Say when I was 18 years old, and you're having those late night D&Ms when you've had too many drinks with friends, and you give them advice. Those are some simple words, some basic words that that light bulb moment goes off in somebody's head. And those are my favorite moments. Those are the reasons that I do this shit. You know, is seeing that person just be like, oh my gosh. And then them finally working out that 2 + 2 really does equal 4, but in a more obviously profound way. But if I had that impact in that person's life, say at 18 years old, and then they had that light bulb moment go off and they're like, oh my gosh, and you know, they can really see that the pieces of the puzzle starting to fit together. How much of an impact do you think that's going to have in their life by the time they get to 60 years old? I'm going to say it's a heck of a lot. You know, that might be a small moment in my life, one that, you know, I've even forgotten, but that is something that could carry them through their life, and who knows what kind of a grand impact that's going to have. That's all the butterfly effect kind of stuff. You know, a butterfly flapping its wings beside me here at Sippy Downs on the Sunshine Coast can create a tornado or a cyclone somewhere else in the world. That kind of a thing. How much of your flaps of your butterfly wings do you think are creating impacts across the globe? Probably a darn sight more than what you truly think. So, how much of an impact are you having? How much influence are you having? What are you going to do with this information? How important is it for us to ensure that the impact that we do have is as positive as we can hopefully make it? Now, you can never guarantee that it's going to be positive because you never know the outcome of what something's going to be, but you can still put that positive energy, at least, you know, positive intent is probably a better way of doing it if you don't want to get onto that esoteric plane. If you put positive intent into something, then that's all that we can truly ever ask for, and that's going to shape this world. And if we do that, if we all, or as many of us as possible, start consciously putting positive intent into the things that we do and the influence that we have in other people's lives, then this world is going to be a much better place in a few years. And it's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. We'll make it much more positive. And here's an analogy that I actually came up with a little while ago. This is a while ago that it's not refined as yet, but it goes something along like, we're all carrying around a big canvas and we're all carrying around a paintbrush. Every time you have an interaction with somebody, you are putting a brushstroke onto their canvas, and as they are to yours. With that paintbrush, I'll let this truck go by. With that paint stroke, are you making their painting more beautiful, or are you taking away from it? That painting will eventually be their life. So ensure that all of the interactions that you have are filled with what you would perceive as a beautiful brushstroke. Ensure that you are not detracting from somebody's lifelong painting that they are working on. That's their masterpiece. That's their Mona Lisa. That's their Starry Night. That's, I don't know, whatever painting reference you want to make to it. But anyway, that's enough for now. Enough waffling on. I hope you guys have a bloody splendid day. I'm about to go and put my body through some more pain because it's just what we do nowadays, right? So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. If this has resonated with you on any level, I would like to know. Please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The likes actually mean more than we all probably think. It's another one of those impact moments. But as always, much love and namaste.